Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Alright, good morning everyone.
Morning, Miss.
Good
morning, Miss.
Okay, it's so early, right? How are you guys today?
I'm fine, Miss. And
I'm good,
you?
Miss. Thank you.
Alright, it's nice to hear that. So, today, before we start our class, let's pray together. Is there any one of you who wants to lead the pray?
I want to lead the prayer, Miss.
All right, Farhan, go on.
So before we start studying, it will be good if we pray first. So pray begins. Pray finish.
All right, thank you, Farhan. So, is there anyone absent today? No one? Yeah, I guess everyone is here now, so the students are complete. So before we start the lesson today, I would like to show you a video. So, jadi sebelum kita mulai pelajarannya, Miss mau nunjukin sebuah video nih. Kita tonton dulu ya.
What is reduced adverb clauses? Reduced adverb clauses is shortened adverb clause. Jadi adverb clause yang dipersingkat seperti itu. Lalu apa sih adverb clause itu? What is an adverb clause? An adverb clause is a dependent clause that functions as an adverb and starts with a subordinating conjunction. Jadi, adverb clause itu adalah dependent clause yang berfungsi sebagai adverb yang memberikan tambahan informasi dan diawali dengan apa? Diawali dengan subordinating conjunction. Kemarin kita sudah membahas mengenai subordinating conjunction. Contohnya seperti apa? Contohnya adalah when I work, I forget to eat. Adverb clause-nya yang mana? Adverb clause-nya adalah when I work. Okay, there are the examples of subordinating conjunctions to introduce adverb clauses. Jadi ini contoh-contoh untuk subordinating conjunction. Untuk time, contohnya adalah after, as soon as, before, since, when, while, whenever, once, and etc. Untuk cause, itu contohnya adalah because, ada know that, ada since, ada as, and etc. Untuk condition, itu ada if, even if, in case, provided, unless, and etc. Untuk contrast itu ada although, even though, ada while, ada whereas. Untuk purpose itu ada in order that, so, ada so that, ada where or wherever.
So, you have watched the video. So, based on the video, I would like to ask you some questions regarding the video. Jadi, Ibu mau tanya nih kepada kalian tentang video yang sudah kalian tonton. Nah, dari video tadi, what is actually an adverb clause? What is adverb clause?
Okay, adverb clause is based on the video. It is dependent clause that function as an adverb, Miss.
All right, that's very good. So, in the video also said that adverb clause is start with something. What is it?
I think it's subordinating conjunction. Maybe.
Yeah, all right, that's very good. Correct. And so, based on the video, how many types of subordinate conjunction? Ada tabelnya kan tadi ada berapa?
Miss, I want to try to answer.
Yes, Mutia, please.
There are 6 subordinating conjunctions.
Great, that's correct, Mutia. Okay, thank you. Nah, jadi based on the video, how do you think, guys? What we will learn today? So today we will learn about reduced adverb clause. Nah, jadi hari ini kita akan belajar tentang reduced adverb clause. Nah, jadi Miss harap dari pembelajaran hari ini nih, setelah pembelajaran hari ini kalian nanti akhirnya bisa membedakan struktur kalimat reduced adverb clause dan juga yang bukan. Kemudian juga Miss harap nanti setelah kita belajar hari ini, kalian bisa menemukan informasi apa yang terdapat dalam kalimat dengan reduced adverb clause. Okay, to begin the lesson today, I will show you the material. As it has already explained in the video, reduced adverb clause is shortened adverb. Nah, jadi seperti yang sudah dijelaskan di video tadi, jadi reduced adverb clause itu adalah adverb yang diperpendek atau dipersingkat. Nah, kita coba lihat definisinya. Reduced adverb clause is an adverbial clause that has been shortened to a phrase, usually by omitting its subject and a form of be. Nah, jadi reduced adverb clause ini adalah adverbial clause yang sudah diperpendek dan kemudian biasanya dia caranya memperpendek itu adalah dengan menghapus subjek dan juga to be-nya. Nah, lalu why do we use reduced adverb clause? Nah, jadi kenapa sih kita pakai reduced adverb clause? Ada dua alasannya. Yang pertama itu for change of styles, dan yang kedua to simplify sentence. Yang pertama for change of styles. Maksudnya adalah supaya nanti kalimatnya berubah stylenya. Berubah jadi seperti apa? Berubah jadi yang kedua, yaitu simplify sentence. Kadang kalimat itu dia terlalu kompleks atau terlalu sulit untuk dipahami. Atau mungkin tidak efektif, terlalu panjang. Nah, karena terlalu panjang, ternyata kalimat itu bisa diperpendek. This sentence could be shortened by using reduced adverb clause. Jadi kita bisa menggunakan reduced adverb clause untuk mensederhanakan or to simplify the sentence. Okay, lalu when can adverb clauses be reduced to phrase? Nah, jadi adverb clause ini kalau di reduce namanya jadinya adverb phrase. Kira-kira kapan kita bisa menggunakannya? Nah, situasinya ada dua. Yang pertama, the subject is the same in both clauses. Situasi yang pertama adalah ketika dua klausa itu punya subjek yang sama. Misalkan nih contohnya, after Brian sang 2 songs, he did a dance. Brian, subjeknya yang mana nih? Mutia. Which one is the subject in the first clause?
Brian.
Correct. And in the second clause?
He.
Yes, correct. Nah, jadi ada dua kan, ada dua subjeknya di dalam dua klausa itu. Nah, sedangkan subjeknya sama, Brian itu, he itu merupakan bentuk singular dari singular male dari Brian, dan Brian itu dengan he itu sama. Nah, jadi ini bisa digunakan reduced adverb clause. Sedangkan yang kedua ada after Brian sang 2 songs, Jay did a dance. Nah, kalau yang ini kan berbeda. Brian dan Jay itu adalah dua subjek yang berbeda atau dua orang yang berbeda. Tidak saling menjelaskan satu sama lain. Jadi kalau yang ini tidak bisa menggunakan clause, menggunakan reduced adverb clause. Oke, nah yang kedua adalah when the adverb clause expresses time, reason, or contrast. Jadi ketika adverb clause itu menjelaskan tentang waktu, alasan, dan juga contrast atau kayak perbedaan gitu. Nah, time yang pertama itu contohnya after Brian sang 2 songs, seperti yang tadi contohnya, he did a dance. After singing, jadi kalau kita rubah menjadi reduced adverb clause, itu jadi after singing 2 songs, Brian did a dance. Time adverb clause time-nya yang mana? Yang ini, after. Ada kata penunjuk waktu, Dan after singing two songs adalah adverb clause-nya. Kemudian reason. Because the bike is parked outside the house, it is stolen. Nah, kata adverb clause penunjuk reason-nya adalah because. Lalu ketika diubah menjadi reduced adverb clause, dia menjadi because parked outside the house, the bike is stolen. Nah, kemudian yang ketiga, dia menunjukkan kontras kalimatnya. Ditunjukkan oleh adverb clause although he feels rather sick. Subordinate conjunction-nya adalah although. Jadi ketika diubah menjadi adverb reduced adverb clause, dia menjadi although feeling rather sick, the speaker will take part in the seminar. Jadi ini ketiga contoh adverb clause yang menunjukkan time, reason, dan contrast. Jadi 3 contoh yang ini itu bisa diubah menjadi reduced adverb clause. Alright. Nah, sekarang bagaimana kita membuat reduced adverb clause? Ada 3 caranya. Yang pertama, itu kita keep the adverb connectors. Nah, adverb connectors itu apa? Yaitu subordinate conjunction yang tadi, yang di awal ini. Nah, ini after, kan awalnya ada after nih. Kemudian setelah diubah tetap jadi after, jadi ini tidak boleh dibuang subordinate conjunction-nya, karena itu merupakan penanda dari adverb clause. Kemudian because-nya juga tidak boleh dibuang. Although, it's still there, gitu ya. Nah, kemudian yang kedua, remove the subject in adverb clause. Nah, jadi dan situasi ini bisa dihapus ketika both clause have the same subjects. Kembali ke yang tadi ya. Jadi kita membuang subjek yang ada di adverb clause. Kalau kita lihat di sini, nih, jadinya kan hanya ada satu subjek karena awalnya ada Brian, ada he, kemudian ada bike, ada the bike, ada it. Nah, kemudian diganti jadi satu saja yang bisa cukup untuk menjelaskan kalimat tersebut. Yang membuat kalimat itu jadi lebih sederhana dan bisa dipahami. Oke. Dan yang ketiga adalah dengan mengubah verb-nya. Change the verb to verb ing jika kalimatnya aktif dan verb 3 atau past participle jika bentuk kalimatnya pasif. Dan jika bentuk verb-nya to be, maka itu harus tinggal dihapus aja. Nih, kalau kita lihat contoh, kalimat yang pertama itu kan bentuk kalimatnya aktif ya. Jadi, after Brian sings to song, nah sings-nya ini diubah menjadi singing. Diubah menjadi verb ing. Nah, kemudian ini, kalimat yang kedua itu merupakan kalimat pasif. Jadi, because the bike is parked outside the house, it is stolen. Because park outside the house, the bike is stolen. Jadi dia berubah jadi verb 3. From here, is there anyone who wants to ask? Apakah ada pertanyaan? No? Is everything clear? Alright. So we're going to move on to the example of reduced adverb clause. Jadi kita akan belajar menentukan nih apakah reduced adverb clause-nya sudah benar atau belum. So here you have seen the there are two space here, there are true and false, dan ada kalimat di tengahnya. Nah, Miss akan tanya nih, apakah kalimatnya ini benar merupakan reduced adverb clause atau salah, atau sebenarnya kalimat ini belum di-reduced. Nah, misalnya yang pertama, although they had a private vehicle, they decided to take public transportation. Is this true or false?
Can I answer, Miss?
Yes, Namira, go on.
It is false.
Okay, good. Not knowing the direction to the zoo, I asked some people on the street. What do you think? Is that true or false?
Yes.
Okay. After buying a car, she went to Bandung alone. What do you think? Is that true or false?
I
It's
think
true.
it's true, man.
Okay. All right. Next, because I didn't know the direction to the zoo, I asked some people on the street. What is it?
It's
False.
false.
Okay.
False, man.
Now, next, although having a private vehicle, they decided to take public transportation. True or false?
True.
Yeah, nice. Nih, tadi, after she bought a car, she went to Bandung alone. True or false?
False.
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 Ya. Nah, ini tadi yang dijawab Namira ya. Tadi katanya false. Okay. Yes, all the answer is correct. Good job, everyone. There are 4 sentences that is not yet changed into reduced adverb clause. Nah, jadi di sini ada 4 contoh kalimat yang belum diubah menjadi reduced adverb clause. Nah, kira-kira kalian bisa jawab nggak? Yang nomor 1, 2, 3, dan 4 itu bagaimana ketika sudah dirubah jadi reduced adverb clause? Nomor 1 deh. When Cut Nyak Dien heard this, she was enraged and swore to destroy the Dutch. Tria, could you answer how if it is changed into reduced adverb clause?
Yes, Miss. Maybe when hearing this, Cut Nyak Dien was enraged and swore to destroy the Dutch.
Okay. All right. So hearing this, Cut Nyak Dien was enraged and swore to destroy the Dutch. Almost correct. So next, number 2. When Cut Nyak Dien learned that Teku Umar would allow her to fight, she accepted his proposal. Mutia, could you answer this question?
Learning that Teuku Umar would allow her to fight,
Yeah.
Cut Nyak Dien accepted his proposal.
Yeah, that's correct. Congratulations, Mutia. You're doing great. Now,
Thank
the
you.
third one, I will ask Farhan. Please answer the third one.
I think that how about undersupplied,
Mm-mm.
Tengku Umar surrendered to Dutch.
Wow, congrats. That's also correct. Wah, pinter-pinter ya muridnya Miss ya. Okay, the fourth one. Although Cut Nyak Dien desperately fought back, she was captured. Ada yang
Can I miss?
Yes, of course, Nami. Go on.
Despite desperately fought back, Cut Nyak Dien was captured.
Yeah, that's correct. That's really good. Great, Nami. All right, so you guys have already understand, I guess, about the material, yeah? Now we're going to have an exercise. So there are 5 questions here. You have to change the sentence into the reduced adverb clause. Please answer the 5 questions and send the answer to the WhatsApp group. Okay, I will wait probably for 5 minutes, I guess it's enough, and send me to the WhatsApp group. All right, I have received all of your answer to the WhatsApp group, and that's really great that you have answered all the questions correctly. So we're going to close our class today. What's the material that we have learned today?
introduce adverb clause, Miss.
Yes. Nah, kemudian tadi ada cara membuat adverb clause. Ada berapa cara?
3, Miss.
Iya, correct. Nah, bagaimana itu caranya tadi? 3 ada apa aja? Yang pertama,
The first one, keep the adverb connectors.
yes, correct, Farhan.
Then second, remove subjects in adverb clause.
Yes,
And then the third is change the verb into verb ing or verb 3.
yeah,
If I'm not
correct.
mistaken, Miss.
All right, that is very good, Farhan. So I guess everyone has already understand about the material, and that is all for today. You have studied and you have also exercised and answer the questions. So before we end the class today, I would like to give you an assignment. So the assignment is you have to answer the question from task 2 in your textbook, page 152, from number 6 to number 10. And again, send your answer through WhatsApp. In here, I will give you a week. Jadi waktunya 1 minggu ya untuk mengirim jawabannya. So if you have answered the question in the exercise, misalkan tadi sudah jawab di exercise itu masih kurang benar, masih ada yang salah, nah dibenerin di sini ya jawabannya. Miss kasih waktu 1 minggu supaya jawabannya bisa benar semua, okay? Do you have any question? No? Alright, I guess. Okay, I guess that is all for today. Thank you so much for coming to the class. I hope that you guys all are healthy, always happy, always stay safe. Don't forget to always wash your hand and wear a mask so that we're going to so that we can prevent the spread of this COVID, and hopefully that we're going to meet you guys directly face to face soon ya. So that is all for today. Jangan lupa tugasnya, jangan lupa dikerjakan. And see you next week. Bye everyone.
See you next week, Miss. Thank you, Miss.
Bye. Thank you, Miss.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you.